A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant ruling on December 16, 2025, U.S. District Judge Richard J. Leon denied a motion by the National Trust for Historic Preservation aimed at temporarily halting the Trump administration's construction of a new ballroom at the White House. However, the judge laid down important stipulations for the administration as the project progresses. During a hearing in Washington, D.C., Judge Leon stated that the nonprofit organization had not demonstrated sufficient irreparable harm to warrant an outright pause on the construction. Nevertheless, he imposed a 2-week moratorium on any below-ground work that could impact the final structure of the ballroom. This means construction crews cannot proceed with foundational work that determines the ballroom's placement without risking severe consequences. Should the White House violate this order, they would be compelled to dismantle any unauthorized work. As part of the ruling, the judge mandated that the Trump administration submit detailed construction plans to the National Capital Planning Commission by the year's end. The Justice Department confirmed that initial discussions have already begun to facilitate these meetings. The National Trust for Historic Preservation had initiated this lawsuit as a significant legal challenge against President Trump, asserting that no president has the authority to demolish parts of the White House or construct new structures on public land without proper review and public input. The organization emphasized that this legal battle is not merely about the ballroom's necessity, but rather about adhering to legal protocols that govern such changes to historic sites. They contend that the administration has breached 5 separate laws in the process. Moreover, they criticized the environmental impact statement provided by the administration as grossly inadequate. In the ongoing renovation, significant portions of the East Wing have already been demolished. An attorney representing the preservation group articulated the need for compliance with regulations, stating, "These are things that they can do, as long as they follow the rules." On the other hand, the government maintains that it is not obligated to present plans to the National Capital Planning Commission for demolition or underground work, arguing that no final design for the ballroom has been established. Justice Department Attorney Adam Gustafson defended the administration's position in court, asserting, "There is nothing final about this building." The government also emphasized that the construction is an executive action, which limits the federal court's ability to review it. Despite this, the National Park Service has been referenced multiple times in court documents supporting the project. The administration declared its commitment to engaging with the Commission of Fine Arts, although the commission currently lacks a quorum due to the removal of its members by Trump. They also argued that the lawsuit was filed too late, as demolition had already occurred a week prior to the legal complaint. A preliminary injunction hearing is scheduled for the second week of January, where further arguments will be presented. Following the court's decision, President Trump expressed his satisfaction, declaring, "We just won the case," and criticizing the opposition for attempting to obstruct a beautiful ballroom that had garnered public interest. He mentioned that the donor-funded project could now cost up to $400 million, an increase from the previous estimate of $300 million, although he remained optimistic about completing it for less. Trump's remarks came during a Hanukkah event, where he posed the rhetorical question, "Who else but in our country would sue to stop a $400 million beautiful ballroom that people have been after for the White House?" The administration has been under scrutiny as they advance plans for the ballroom, which critics argue would significantly alter the historic character of the White House. The National Trust for Historic Preservation has characterized the proposed addition as the most substantial exterior modification to the White House in over 8 decades, emphasizing the need for adherence to federal protocols before irreversible work begins. The legal battle continues to unfold as both sides prepare for the upcoming hearing in January, where the future of the White House Ballroom project remains uncertain. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.